Kyle, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. What about yourself?
Doing well, man. Hey, another great defensive effort by you guys, and carrying over from last year. You guys were so multiple on Sunday. Multiple fronts, multiple coverages, 3 safeties in a game at once, 6 DBs in a game at once. How much did you feel like when you watch Burrow and you see his eyes? Did he feel uneasy at times, especially in the first 3 quarters?
Oh, for sure.
Good.
And that was the whole idea behind all that. Making it hard for him. It's difficult for him to read and make him take as much time back there to process as possible. So.
Yeah, and I noticed that in the broadcast. I even brought up to Bob Sosi. I said the feet don't look right, and his head kept going back left and right. And was it because you guys were covering the first and second reads, and he really wanted to kind of hang on those?
I think, initially, maybe just the disguise as well, and just kind of a combination of those things, showing pressure and disguising.
And getting out.
Makes him think it's a completely different thought process when he sees those things. So I think that had a lot to do with it.
Kyle, watching that game on Sunday, most people came away from it saying the Patriots were the team that was far more prepared to begin the season. You guys looked ready to go, and a big part of your game, as we've talked about over the years, but your entire team's game was the physicality on Sunday. Do you think the work that you guys put in the summer with full tackling to the ground and a very physical training camp helped you guys get out of the gate faster than your opponent?
Without a doubt. I definitely do. The emphasis obviously by Mayo and the rest of the staff as well, but I definitely think it prepared us.
Do you think it was a hard camp compared to other camps that you've been in?
Yeah, it was a pretty difficult camp, lengthy. Lengthy, but it was a tough one.
Did you like the time of practice smack in like the middle of the day instead of having to come out at 9 a.m.? That you guys would meet before practice?
I didn't really mind it.
Okay.
I think as far as when we start our games, we have a lot of 1 o'clock games. So having that practice start at 1, just like a game would, I think helps us transition a little better.
Who was it on your sideline that started yelling, "Take him to the hill" in the fourth quarter? Was that you?
That was not me. I actually do not know who it was, but, that definitely sent some chills down some guys' arms. So.
What's the deep water one? Take him out to the deep water. We're gonna hold him under, huh? I know Mayo likes to bring that one up.
Mayo was just talking about it 5 minutes ago, the deep water part.
That's scary.
I didn't get that last question. What did you say?
The deep water part. Who came up with deep water? Is that Mayo? Take him out to the deep water?
Yeah, Mayo. I don't know if he started it, but he definitely was the one who emphasized it. So,
how about the punch out? Did you see that developing? I know it's intentional, just the way the guy held the ball out. This is after the Gesicki catch, and they sort of reset and thought they got back in again on it. But great effort by you. How much was that intentional?
Yeah, for sure. That's the idea that the ball is the name of the game. So any opportunity, obviously he was, a yard from scoring. So it was up to me to do whatever I could to prevent that from happening.
We're talking with Patriots safety Kyle Dugger. Kyle, what are you thinking about as you go into this game Sunday? Home opener. You're 1-0. You've got a team, brand new team to prepare for. What are your thoughts right now at midweek?
How can we get better as a defense? Initially, the game plan, we just put it in. So right now, I'm thinking about, if we do what we're supposed to do at a high level, it really won't matter what our opponent is going to do. So that's what we're trying to lock in on.
How's that transition gone with DeMarcus Covington becoming defensive coordinator, and what's kind of been the biggest difference with him taking over that role?
I think it's going well. Obviously, I can't speak for him, but I think he's done a great job so far. And I think a big part of that has been the communication between him and us as a defense, as individual players. He comes and talks to us about how we feel about certain calls, the game plan, things like that, and it's a very open and forth between us and himself, and I think that goes a long way.
You face a hell of a better back this week in Kenneth Walker III. Had 100 yards last week. I know he tweaked it, but he said he's going to be okay. Do you guys have a sort of a goal like we want to keep runners under 100 yards? Is it disrespectful to allow guys to run over 100 yards on you?
Yeah, somewhat. I think stopping the run is always a big part of our game plan. Always one of the first things we want to do within any game, really. So, yeah, it definitely doesn't change this week.
All right, Kyle. Well, we appreciate the time as always, and I'm sure we'll catch up again later this season.
Thanks, Kyle.
All right, thank you. All right, Will.
Kyle Dugger joining us on the Volkswagen Dealers Expert Hotline. Big play by Kyle Dugger on Sunday, punching that ball out, preventing a touchdown, making plays, always physical, always just hammering
I think the
guys.
3 biggest plays in the game were that was the Jonathan Jones tackle on 4th and 2, and Mr. Navy on the turnover on the punt.
Cardona.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.